Good morning. The hub of our church, Lifeline community, is discipleship. And one of the reasons is that we long to have a congregation that is committed to and focused on multi-generational faithfulness. You will never obtain that to the degree that you could if you're not radically committed to the process of discipleship and pouring down into other people. 2 Timothy 2, verses 1 and 2. You then, my child, be strengthened by the grace that is in Christ Jesus, and, this is verse 2, what you have heard from me in the presence of many witnesses, entrust to faithful men who will be able to teach others also. Paul gives us 4 generations here of discipleship. What you've heard from me in the presence of many witnesses, entrust to faithful men who'll be able to teach others. Paul, those he's discipling. So remember, Paul had gone into Arabia for an extended period. Paul had been discipled and had a real peer mentorship with Barnabas. Paul is pouring into Timothy, and Timothy then is to pour into faithful men, who then those faithful men will pour into others as well. So the idea is to build a kind of approach to multi-generational faithfulness that takes into account the importance of receiving truth, pouring that out into others in such a way that they, in how they approach life, how they approach ministry, how they approach even receiving the truth, are ready to be conduits and turn it around and pass it down to others. So you want to pour into people, but you want to specifically pour into people who are willing to pour out. You don't want people to become reservoirs. We want people to be filled up so that they can pour out. And that's the idea here. Take this doctrine, take this gospel that's been entrusted, and now let it pour out into those who you are ministering to, Paul tells Timothy, but let them be the kind of people who will entrust it to others also. And I just want to say one more final thing. It's an entrustment. It's something that's to be treasured. So you treasure it and you pass it along like a family heirloom. That's the nature of gospel and doctrine. Those together are like family heirlooms you pass on, treasuring them along the way, telling the story along the way, giving the appreciation for it so that the people down the line have the same appreciation. And Paul wants Timothy to be a discipler of others. That's what we need to be too. May the Lord bless you today.